I am operating on very little sleep, and so is Achara.
Yeah.
But I was convinced that I met or spoke with Anmol Jamwal before. I was convinced we had done some kind of collaboration, and we did years ago. I'm going to start off with saying, first and foremost, my apologies to Anmol. We had agreed to do a certain thing, and he did his part, and I did my part, but I never put it out on YouTube. As far as I can tell, I tried looking for it, and YouTube's made it much harder to look through your older videos. And so I'm just going to assume that it's not there anymore, because when I look up his name, I don't see it in my account history. Basically, early on in the channel, I was connecting with Bollyfools. I tried reaching out to a lot of different people who I saw were making videos on YouTube, people who had fewer subscribers than me.
Right.
Anmol was actually one of those people. Early on in his channel, I saw what he was doing. I'm like, oh, he's making cool stuff. Let me reach out to him. This is when he had very few followers, as I am recollecting. Like, I don't actually know how many subscribers he had. I just know he had far fewer than I did. And so what I did at that time when I connected with Bollyfools was I said, hey, can you react to my lightsaber fight scene? It must have been ego or something, or vanity, but like I asked them to do that, they did it, and then I reacted to their reaction, and it got like 100,000 views, as far as I recall. So I'm like, well, let me try this again. Maybe people enjoy that. And I tried it with him, and he actually did a reaction to 2 of my short films, but I never put out the reaction. And I never told him why, and I'm apologizing to Anmol right now for that. The reason why I didn't put it out is because I didn't have the heart to tell him. His audio, I didn't like the quality of his audio, and I was afraid that my audience wasn't going to enjoy the reaction because of that. And I said something to him to that effect in my email exchange with him, because I said like there was a syncing issue, and I'm going to read you all of the email exchanges we have. I'm going to start with the most interesting one though. The one that I find the most interesting, rather. His video was basically all about not liking reaction channels, or at least the ones... I was the face of that video for the most part. He was attacking a lot of different people, but I was the most prevalent face in the video. But essentially attacking the reaction channels that focus on Indian content. Mm-hmm. So, this is the email he sent to me. Hey Jaby, I wanted to send this email and thank you for reaching out to us and collaborating when we were a tiny channel with close to nothing in terms of subscribers. I wanted to tell you that the channel since then has grown really well, and we just hit 180,000 subscribers and have many future projects planned ahead. As you know, the hashtag #MeToo campaign on all social media forums have been quite the revelation lately, and many women have come out in India as well. One of my friends who is a musician in India has come out with this powerful piece. Please do let me know what you think, and if you can do a reaction video on it. Here's the message and video. He hit me up trying to capitalize on the fact that I do this thing, which is fine. That is fine. It's just interesting, the kind of video he made, given this email. Now, albeit, this was a few years ago. People change. People can change. Now, here's the thing. I actually fully intended to do this reaction. The process is this. I get an email. I forward it to Achara. I'm like, hey, please make sure we do this. The thing about it is, this process happens so much that things just sort of fall to the wayside. I never responded to him, but I did want to do that reaction. I just completely forgot about it. I'm not gonna say you dropped the ball, I'm gonna say we dropped the ball. Because like, there's just so much stuff that people ask us to do all the time. People are hitting like, even in the throes of all this drama yesterday, I was still getting emails, even today, like, can you react to this?
Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time, every hour. And we're getting tons of emails, messages, DMs, comments saying, react to this. And his was just like a lot of that, but I noticed it. And I fully intended to react to it, but as soon as I forwarded it to Achara, I forgot about it. Achara had intended to put it on the list, but then she forgot about it because other things came up.
It happens, especially when like we're being hit with a bunch of stuff, and then there are certain ones that more people are like requesting, and so then I'm like, oh, this is what more people want. It's hard. Maybe I need to find a better system for that type of thing. I can take the blame for that. I'm sorry, Anmol, that we didn't react to your friend's video.
But it's just like, it's just interesting because my first interaction with him was me reaching out to him to develop a friendship, some kind of positive thing.
Right.
Because I believed in him. I believe in what he does. And Achara actually, before I did the little dramatic episode I did yesterday, Achara was telling me, you know, before he made that video...
I mean, I can speak for myself.
Well, I'm just saying it from my perspective.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that Tried and Refused Productions videos kept coming up on my feed, and I didn't watch them because I thought that maybe somewhere along the line we might want to do a reaction to their stuff, because I had seen his name come up in the comments and people saying, oh, this guy makes really great content. You guys should react to his stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked at the videos and the subject matter and I thought, wow, you know, he has a really fresh perspective. He's not afraid of voicing his opinions, which is really commendable. It's great. And I was just kind of surprised that he came out with this video because to me, who just kind of seen his stuff pop up on my feed, I was like, that doesn't really seem like the type of content that he makes. It seems very just out of the ordinary for him. So I was like, genuinely just like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah. In this email exchange, I don't know if it's worth it to go through all this, but I reached out to him on June 1st, 2016. And I had asked him, and I believe his girlfriend Tanya, to react to my short films. And I said I would post my reaction to his reaction and push people to check out his channel. I can't find it. And it might be because he went under a different name at the time, and I don't remember what that name is, so I can't locate it. And he sent me his links to his reactions of my stuff, and he took it down. He deleted it for obvious reasons. But we had a very friendly exchange, and what makes me curious is that instead of doing what I felt was like a hit piece, because while he's talking about a collection of people, it really felt like he was going after me, and maybe that's just, you know,
ego.
It might just be ego, but it's like I saw my face in there a lot, and he's talking directly about me. He could have reached out to me directly and sent me an email and asked if I'd be willing to talk about it. He could have sent me an email saying, "Hey man, I don't appreciate what you did," or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm just wondering why he never tried to reach me directly.
Well, maybe it's because he felt that, you know, you just didn't respond to his messages.
Just because someone doesn't respond to one email doesn't mean they've stopped responding to you. Like, I feel like most of us know that. He could have easily followed up and said, "Hey, did you get my previous email? Just checking. I know you're busy. Something."
Yeah, no, and that happens actually a lot. Plenty of my emails have drafts on them where I like started a reply and then something happened. Jaby goes, "Achara, we have to do this thing now," or "There's this other thing that needs to be handled like right this second." And I'm like, "Okay, cool," and I go handle that. And then I forget to reply. So,
but okay, that's neither here nor there. What's important though is that when you do, and I'm sure Anwal has experienced this himself, when people email you, sometimes you intend to respond and you just forget because 12 other things come up. And then that person sends you a follow-up going, "Hey, did you get," and then you respond. This is totally normal. And so he has had contact with me. He knows that he can reach me. That's the interesting thing, is that he never tried to reach me to talk about this. Instead, he went and made this video bashing me.
Well, not just you, but
not just me, but it's like, it's just weird because I never want to start at a place of animosity. That's the whole reason I reached out to Bollyfools and reached out to anybody, is that like, I want to build friendships. I want to build positive relationships with people. And he could have emailed me and said, "Hey man, I just want to talk to you about like what you do and voice my feelings about it and see how you feel. And if you're open to having that dialogue where I'm critiquing what you do and maybe even criticizing you, are you open to having that dialogue with me?" He just assumes, or maybe he didn't assume, maybe he didn't even consider the thought, but like, I'm open to having that dialogue with people and debating them. As you saw, like when I was pausing this video, I was debating him. Now, some people saw that as me being a crybaby, whatever. Like, I feel like it's my right to respond if someone is talking directly at me or about me. It's my right. But like I said before, in the title of that video, I'm not going to talk about those specific details anymore. I'm done now. At this point, if I were to connect with him, it wouldn't be to talk about what his video was about. It wouldn't be to talk about my response to his video. It would be about other things.
Yeah.
Like movies or whatever. And I'm actually genuinely open to that. I would rather look forward to the future as fast as possible, where we put that behind us like water under the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, I am not interested in maintaining. Just to give you guys insight, and Achara knows this because she's been around me for the past 4 years. I actually got catfished once. Sometimes I'm dumb because I get, excited at a girl's talking to me. But like, I started to quickly realize what was going on, and I realized I was being tricked. And so my thing is, instead of just tossing that person aside and being like, "Oh, forget it," I decided to engage harder and be like, "I know you're lying to me. Show me your actual face. Tell me who you actually are." So this girl who I thought was single and a businesswoman in the UK turned out to be a married Bangladeshi woman with 3 kids. And so afterwards, I was like, now that I know who you are, I think we can explore a friendship. And we stayed friends. She still texts me to this day. We don't talk as much because I'm just so much busier than I was when I first talked to her. But that's just who I am. I'm a weird fucking guy. Ultimately, it's like I always try to make friends with people at the end of the day. You know, even if you start off like at a place of animosity with me, I try to always find a way back towards positivity, back towards friendship, because I don't like that yucky energy. It's so fucking gross. And even with, and I'm mildly reluctant to bring this up because it's like some people are still sensitive about it for political reasons, but Pakistani reacts. Like we had like beef for all of 5 minutes, right? And I decided to call him directly and be like, look, man, let's just settle this. I don't want to have animosity with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I really admire about you, because whereas I am very conflict avoidant and I'm all like, no, I don't want to engage, you're like, okay, cool, let's try and be grown-ups and let's have a conversation about it, which I think is, you know, it's a very positive way of doing things, because then you at least know, like straight up face to face or on a phone call or whatever, what's what.
So that's it. I mean, he can stand by what he said in the video and I can stand by what I said, and I'm not going to talk specifically about it anymore. I don't want to. It's just negative energy and I don't want to embrace that. As those of you who have been with me a long time know that I'm all about embracing positive energy as much as possible. I mean, I'll acknowledge negativity when I have to, but I really try to favor positivity. It's just who I am. And I've been getting a lot of, for those of you who are still here and still watching this boring video, I've been getting a lot of love in the past, God, when did I put that out? In the last 10 hours. I've been getting so much love from so many of you, not just on his video, but on my video, in the DMs, in the emails. I'm getting hate as well. Let's not get it twisted. There's some people coming at me calling me marachode and whatnot.
Oh,
I'm getting hate.
I saw some a horrendous email and I was just like, wow, that's...
I was getting those emails anyway,
yeah.
But now it's just a little bit more compounded because of these two videos that are out there. It's fine. I'd rather... I am trying my best to just focus on like all the love I've been getting. One person sent me some voice messages through DM on Instagram, and I'm not going to say who it is, but it nearly brought me to tears because I was like, wow, like there's so much love for us that you sometimes forget because you're so caught up in this little stupid fucking bubble of like, I have to do this, and you sort of forget everything else.
Yeah.
You forget how much it even means to people. And there are many people who are like, you know, oh God, okay, don't get emotional. I said in multiple times how India saved me. Like that audience at that time saved my life. And there were people who wrote to me saying, you know, the way India saved you, you saved my life. You kept me alive. You got me through dark, depressing times. I've gotten a lot of those messages in the last 5 hours. And I'm like, this is why I do this. This is why it's so important. And some people were like, you know, I'm not trying to get this like deep, nuanced opinion. I just want to have fun, and you give me fun. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And this is giving me. It's that positive energy that I obviously I've been putting a lot of attention towards negative stuff for obvious reasons. But like in the last 6 hours, we had a wonderful interview today, which made me feel great. Not that we interviewed someone, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
It was lovely.
It made me feel so much better. And then seeing you guys' emails, those of you who are sending me positive, vibes, love, both of us, it means the world to me. I can't like respond to every single one for obvious reasons, but it means the world to me that you guys are hitting us with so much love. Yeah.
The thing I wanted to say as well, I don't understand why there's this negativity, because if you don't like reaction videos, you don't have to watch them. Like, that's not for you. That's fine. The thing that's always kind of amazed me about YouTube is that there is literally something for everyone. Whatever your interests are, whatever rocks your boat, there is something for you to, engage with and to watch. And I think that's something that's so cool. So why can't we be like a positive and inclusive community and just be like, just because I don't like this particular creator doesn't mean I have to bash him, or like I don't like this specific type of video. That's fine, but other people do. Why do I need to rain on their parade? Can we all just not have fun on this internet space?
I mean, in short, what you're saying is content is democratized. Like, you can choose to watch whatever you want to watch.
Yeah, just watch what you want, and if you don't like it, then don't watch it.
I have no ill will towards him. I have no ill will at all towards Anmal. I'm trying my best to, as quickly as possible, move forward from it. I would rather be friends with him. Despite that video, I would rather be friends with him at the end of the day. I'd rather have some kind of productive conversation rather than being at odds with one another. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm over this shit. I'm done. I've moved past it as much as I can. That's where my energy is at, because there are way more important things for me to focus on that need my attention, both with YouTube and off YouTube.
Yeah,
so
I wish him the best. Like, I hope he continues to make great content.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I hope he gets millions and millions of subscribers doing what he does. I can see the hard work he puts into it.
Yeah.
And that's why I reached out to him at all. I just, I didn't do my part to the best of my abilities when I was first communicating with him. And I feel bad about that. But but I'm always feeling bad because that's like a constant.
There's always some reason why we dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And to anyone that like we've hurt or upset because we dropped the ball, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if they're connected at all. Like, his video may have nothing to do with us dropping the ball with regards to reacting to the thing he wanted us to react to. But it's probably mutually exclusive. Or not, I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't matter. What matters is I'm moving forward, Achar's moving forward, we're all moving forward, and thank you so much for the love, and I wouldn't mind being I followed Anmal on Instagram. Not only does he have access to me through email, but he can access me through DMs on Instagram. So a dialogue is possible. I have no animosity anymore. So